Welcome back to another video on t-test. So in this video we would be speaking about the assumptions of t-test. As we know, most of the statistical tests, theories in social sciences are backed with assumptions. And it's really important to fulfill these assumptions before carrying on with the conduct of the test and further interpretations of the test. The first assumption of t-test speaks about the data. The data has to be in a nominal or an ordinal scale. A nominal or a continuous scale, which implies that it could be a data which is being collected from the individuals about their marks, their average, their height, their weight, so on and so forth. Second assumption speaks about the sample. The sample needs to be a representative sample. It is coming from a particular population and the sample is of random nature. T-test second assumption speaks about representativeness of the sample, which means that the sample should be from the same population. It could be different groups of samples which are emerging randomly from a population. The third aspect is that the data is normally distributed, which means that it satisfies the bell shape of the normal distribution. Now this is done because for any data which has got a lot of outliers, the means may be extreme. Hence, a t-test can be worked upon or data which is normally distributed. The sample size of the data which is going to be used for a t-test needs to be large. So in social sciences, we again believe that any sample which is greater than 30 is a large sample. So going by this judgment, we believe that to be able to apply t-test, the data should have minimum 30 data points. Equal variance. The variance of the data groups, that is the sample groups, should be equal. Taking data with very high differences in variance or standard deviation may not give a desired result. Hence, the assumptions of t-test speak about 5 important aspects. First one, about the data which should be in an ordinal or on continuous scale. The sample needs to be representative. It needs to be from the same population and a random sample. Data is normally distributed without major outliers. The size of the data sample which is going to be used has to be large, minimum greater than 30. The variances of the sample which is being used for t-test should be equal. So that was about the assumptions of t-test. This is the second video on t-test, and in our next video we would be speaking about how to conduct a t-test and what are the types of t-test.